Hi, Chris Johnson, CEO of the Urban Taskforce. We've just put out this little publication. It's all about affordable housing and how we, on behalf of the development industry, can provide 40,000 affordable homes to Sydney over 10 years. This seems pretty remarkable, but we believe that by modifying some of the current planning rules, this can be done. I'll show you just how that's done. It's really a matter of taking this document. This is the State Environmental Planning Policy Affordable Rental Housing 2009. It's a document put out by the New South Wales Government. It is currently in play. It's proper rules that is followed by anyone trying to produce this sort of housing. If one looks inside the publication at clause 13, I think it is, you will find that there's a whole lot of material in here that has a formula. Here is the formula under clause 13. But it's a very complex formula. In essence, what it says is you must provide at least 20% affordable housing, and if you do that, you get an uplift in your floor space. But the formula, as you calculate these formulas for different sizes of project, only gives about a 7 or 8% floor space uplift to provide 20% of apartments. There's a better way. Change this formula so that you get 20% uplift for providing 20% of your project as apartments. This way you get a good balance in terms of what's produced. What this will lead to is projects like the ones we have within this document. So on the cover we have got some affordable housing produced by St George Community Housing. St George are an affordable housing provider and they do an excellent job in this regard. They're a member of the Urban Taskforce. So this is their project at Lawrence Street in Peakhurst. It's an image of the project and it's how it will work. All affordable housing. Two others I will just illustrate as well. Sienna in Willoughby by High Court. This project, in fact, is about 50-50. Half the apartments in this project are affordable, and the other half are marketplace. That is for a 10-year period, and that's what the SEP, State Environmental Planning Policy, says, that these are rented to the private sector for a period of 10 years. So Sienna does exactly that. It's a fine-looking building, but the developers, High Corp, are finding they can't keep doing this because it's just not economically viable. And the head of High Corp, Stephen, says that if we can get the 20%, it will be a lot better. The next image I just want to show you is Washington Park at Riverwood by Pace. Dominic Sullivan from Pace is chair of our committee that has looked at this, and he has developed this project as a mixture of market-based housing and social housing. So someone who's also very committed to this. We have a very fine committee of people who've contributed to this process. I'll just show you the members of the committee. Chair is Dominic Sullivan, I mentioned, myself, and Annie Manson from the Urban Taskforce. Andrew Brooks from St George Community Housing, David Teneski from KWC, John Carfey from Mirvac, Byron Rose from Rose Corp, Brian, David Hazlitt from Cameron Bray, Alexander Jury, Stockland, John Boyd from John Boyd, Greg Woodhams, Stephen Abalakian, Sue Francis and Drew Dixon. These are key people in the industry who've helped put this policy together. So we believe we've got a policy that is very clean and simple, modifies slightly the current local environmental plan. The other way of doing this, which has been suggested in the media that the Greater Sydney Commission are proposing, is to have inclusionary zoning where the developer must produce 10% of the units back to a provider of community housing and they're lost forever to the developer. This in essence is a tax which is going to make it very hard to make that economically stack up. Our approach is not a stick like the taxation approach, it's a carrot, it's an incentive to encourage the industry to provide more housing that's affordable for communities. It's all outlined in this publication, available on our website. Here's the website online. You can get more information on this, and we believe this could really significantly produce, firstly, more housing for Sydney, and particularly more affordable housing.